right, guys, so we got the driver's side done. We've got our tweeters in. All that's left to do in the front of the vehicle is the passenger side. And first thing that we're going to do is actually take this side panel off here, trim piece. This one's a little harder to get off than the other side, but I just kind of took a screwdriver. I'm just kind of working it out so I get my fingers in there. And same thing, has the clips. Pull it out. You can actually see this is the crossover for the tweeter stuffed in there. Next part is to do the glove box. So open it up. You're going to squeeze the back sides of the glove box together towards the inside of the glove box and then just pull straight out. We can set that aside. And then if you want to, you can actually see the inside. You can see the HEPA filter in there, or your cabin filter, that's where it's at. And then after that, we have 2 screws to take off on the bottom, 7 millimeters. Once those 2 are out, we're going to take out, there's one down here, 1 7 millimeter. And again, we're going to sneak up behind the harness on the door. This is always a little more difficult because I am not right-handed, or I'm sorry, left-handed. Okay, and then I should be able to pull this away enough to be able to get the 10 millimeter that's under here for the box. Okay, so then once I have that out, like the other side, the driver's side, there are 2 7 millimeter screws holding the speaker pod in place. Okay, once the 3 screws that are holding the speaker pod are out, 2 side and 1 underneath, we're going to unplug it, and this pod we turn sideways and comes right out through where the glove box is. Pull the speaker out of the pod, we're going to unclip it. Okay, so it's got a connector there. You squeeze the tab, pull. I have some polyfill. It's going to help create a little bit of a sound by creating some dead space in there. I've cut a hole in it for the wiring harness. And then finally, I'm going to take my speaker and plug my connector in here. Again, I have a pigtail here. That's for 2007 to 2014. If you got a 15 to 18, you're going to go ahead and use this connector. Okay, once you get the speaker to fit in, put your 3 screws back in. Little tip, keep your fingers down by the screw. That way if it slips off, it doesn't tear the surrounds on the speaker. Okay, so again, I'm going to put this in. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my 2 screws in out here, but I'm only going to put them in finger tight. Then I'm going to go ahead and start my 10 millimeter screw in the bottom. And once I have that started, I can go ahead and tighten up everything. Tighten up my two 7mm. Okay, I'm going to put in my 3 7mm that hold my dash in place. Then my 2 7mm that hold my glove box. Will hold my lower kick panel. Okay, once those are in place, just put my glove box and my trim panel back on. Actually, once those are in place, I can plug my speaker pod back in. Glove box back in. And trim panel back on the side of the Jeep.